To the Spider Queen, our first map in the series between Daykwaza and Team Hlopaka. Play day number 6, everybody, at Banshee Cup season number 2. Again, quick recap about the system, what we're doing here. So it's the second season of the Banshee Cup. We have now a captain's draft format that we decided to run. And that means that we had individual players sign up for the tournament. So the players didn't sign up as teams. Individual players signed up. We had more than 100. And then we let them vote on captains. 8 captains were determined, and those captains then continued to draft their teams out of that player pool. Now we're having the first phase of the tournament. We run a full round robin, and that then leads into a group stage and into the finals. Now, we obviously still have also bounties. We had bounties in Season 1, and we have bounties also in Season number 2 now. But we changed the bounty system a little bit. We used the first season to just gather a little bit of feedback, see what works, what doesn't. We talked to players, we checked out what the community said, and we decided now that we will put part of the prize money for the tournament into a bounty pool. So we have $2,500 in prize money. Massive shout out again to Kevin, to Psychiv, who has been helping to keep the esports scene alive in Heroes of the Storm for literally years now. So big shout out to him. He makes all of this possible here right now. And we have, again, $2,500 of prize money. $1,500 goes to the top 3 teams of the tournament, and $1,000 is added to the bounty pool. And teams can get a ticket, or multiple tickets, for that bounty pool by completing bounties. And then at the end of the tournament, we are checking how many bounties were completed, and each team gets a share of the bounty pool according to the bounties that they have been able to complete over the duration of the season. It's kind of the concept behind all of this. This is all optional. Teams don't have to do this. We have some teams that completed bounties, others haven't done anything and just focused on winning games. So no matter how you want to play the tournament, you can. But it's still a risk-reward calculation that teams have to make, and that alone already makes it kind of fun. We had a lot of bounty attempts that backfired completely. But to be fair, we also had a lot of bounties that were successfully completed. We saw Valera, we saw Gazlo, we saw Chokal, so there's a lot of fun happening here. As we're heading into the series with our 2 teams at hand, we now have Jojo very quickly locked in as the first pick. I mean, Tumo Spider Queen, she is obviously one of the best tanks by far. Adds the wave clear, gives you interrupt potential when the opponent is trying to turn in, and just besides that, she's just great as a tank no matter what map you're talking about, but she gets extra value here. Gamer Boy with white main in game number 1, and we now have also Hogger. One of the bounties, since we're talking about them, that I personally am still waiting for, and I think we're most likely going to get that during the best of 5 matches that will happen in the group stage, is a Stitches Alexstrasza bounty on Toon Spider Queen or Infernal Shrines. Pretty sure that we're going to get that eventually, and I honestly can't wait. It's going to be fun. But for now, no team has successfully attempted that yet. We get Blaze and we get Deckard Kane, so a really nice Truth and Tried combo for Team Hlopaka with Blaze plus Johanna. That combo has been played for years now. Super powerful, fantastic frontline that you have, a lot of layered defense that you can use to keep your boys alive. And we'll see how far they go with this. Also, again, a quick note, there are a couple of things that we wanted to accomplish with bounties. We wanted to keep them simple. We don't want to overcomplicate things that, I don't know, you have to, on a certain map, do like this, that, and chain 3 abilities up or whatnot. So we wanted to keep it simple for the audience, for the players, and everyone involved. And we wanted to make sure also that there's bounties on multiple difficulties. For example, we've seen even without bounties occasionally Illidan being played with the Hunt. Now you can argue how successful that was, but we've seen it before. That's a bounty that for some of the teams might be a bit easier to complete than others. Some of the bounties are going to be super difficult, and I'm not sure if teams are even going to try and attempt them, but they're still out there on the board. But the idea is just to keep the entire system simple and not, for example, add certain values to the bounties on top of that too. So yeah, we'll see. But either way, we now have the bans, the final one. Sylvanas gets banned out, and we have also Mephisto getting banned. But with that last double pick right there, we get... What do we get from Mata? Diablo and Hanzo. Okay, so Diablo and Hogger is the play here. And then on top of that, the final 2 for the red team. We still need a little bit of damage. I mean, so far we haven't seen nothing. No damage whatsoever. But just a the front line and support already pretty sweet here. Mages obviously come to mind immediately. We've seen a lot of Gul'dan, we've seen Kel'Thas on the map. Medivh, okay, that changes the equation a little bit. There's Vala, yep, that's much better now. With Medivh as your pick, you can go auto attack with Vala now if you really wanted to. So let's see what we're getting on the blue team side as the final pick. I love Medivh as a pick. We have seen him even banned out now, but if you are really good with setting these portals up, Blaze comes through, gets a quick stun out. There's a bit of portal control on the side of Team Daykwaza, but honestly nothing insane. It's not like we're having Stukov or Malfurion over there. They can easily control the ground around it. Drak here as the final pick, and there's Gul'dan, there's our mage. So stage is set, game number 1, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team Hlopaka against Team Daykwaza. Game number 1, Team Daykwaza on the left side in blue. We get Gamer Boy on white main, Madara on Gul'dan. Also, another shout out to the players that are playing cross-server. We have Hyde hailing from Korea. We have a couple of Americans, Porky, Madara, Fancy Pants. So we got a few, which is always awesome when you see them play cross-server here. Draka is playing Hanzo, we got Ion on Diablo, and Daykwaza on Hogger. To the right side of the map, Team Hlopaka with the man himself on Medivh this time. Miriala on Vala, indeed going for an auto-attack style with Creed of the Hunter. Herath on Blaze, Panax on Johanna, and Hunter Orc is playing Deckard Cain. Okay, time to see what Hlopaka can do with Medivh if we're going to get those monster portals that will allow quick kills against backliners. Like Gul'dan, or maybe even white main. Talking about Gul'dan, going into a Felflame build, not screwing around with Echoed Corruption or anything like that. But yep, it's gonna be interesting what they can do with Medivh here. A good Medivh is always a massive asset. A bad Medivh, yeah, a bad Medivh is going to lead you to sure doom. You wait for that portal, you wait for that shield, you're not getting it. I mean, the idea is obviously you're not playing with a full double healer lineup to protect Vala, but instead you have that shield and that portal to keep her safe. You still need her to get those auto attack stacks. It's the same play as usual. When you're playing Vala with the Gambit quest on level 1, you want to keep her alive so that she gets the synergy with level 16. The faster you can attack once that you have Manticore, the better to melt down a hero like Diablo. But if you die a few times and at least stack properly on level 1, that's still decent. Now in an ideal world, you don't die at all, and you just do your thing. But yeah, we'll see what exactly they can pull off with this. I mean, either way, by now what we're getting is also some bot lane push with the Siege Giants that they've taken here currently. So let's see that they can if they can move in and make another play here. They're going immediately for an attempted kill on Hanzo, and they get it. The portal follow-up was absolutely beautiful. Portal follow-up, easy kill, first blood in the game. Job well done. Herath also a bit low on this one now, but he's able to move away. Of course, the danger is always when Medivh allows them to go in deep, that he follows and then gets killed. But at least in this little encounter here, this worked out very nicely for them. They could take Hanzo down, and yeah, that's half the battle right there. So, easy peasy. Job well done. But they gotta do a lot more than that. We got 10 stacks now for Medivh, we got 24 for Vala, shows you also slowly getting there. Hlopaka, yeah, a little bit too aggressive, and he's dead. Oh, mit Ansage. He was called out the other day when he played Grey main by his teammates because he was just playing way too aggressive, and here you could see that greed again. He didn't have too many stacks that he just lost, but he's still now down 10 or 11 that he had at the time. Just thought that he could dance through the portals around Hogger and get a few more connects in. And then Diablo moving in from the top quickly shut that dream down and turned it into a nightmare. So yeah, job well done. I have nothing against Hlopaka playing a bit aggressive. It's going to make things entertaining. But as long as he plays Medivh, he would probably be well advised to, at least in the beginning, play it a little bit slower. Madara is going to become a prime target no matter what. But yeah, those stacks are gone. He's already back to 9 stacks, by the way. Just with everybody stacking up in the choke point over here, getting the connects. But it would be much nicer, of course, if he would be a bit further in. Nice stacks for Vala, 45. Miriala nearly done with the first one, so good for them. We have 22 gems that they're still holding. They actually now they can get a full turn in. so they can get the full turn in at this point and make that work. And we'll see in a moment if they actually do. So, yeah, push potentially. Down at the bottom of the map, it's Hogger currently that is doing his thing and turning in. Level 7 talents on both sides are kicking in. That gives us also for Vala the hot pursuit, so more of an ability to dance around and make plays. First quest reward on level 1 is also completed. Oh, and there's the kill. Yep, this time they needed either the portal or the shield for Medivh, and they didn't get it. Medivh on 14 stacks, Vala down, that's 5% of the attack speed bonus that is now gone. And it allows also Daykwaza's team to make a play for the next turn-in. So that's exactly what they're moving in for right now, trying to ensure that they're going to get the first set of Web Weavers, which would of course be pretty neat at this point. If they get Web Weavers right now, they can maybe pick the first forward out, but instead what's happening is an attack against Gamerboy, and he's mega low, survives somehow, and instead Blaze falls. Hlopaka is just gobbling up every single potion that he sees on the way. Always knew that he was an old drunk, but yeah, he's like he's basically just going bottoms up on everything that he can find here. And still alive. Good for him, I guess. He had 21 stacks at the time. Not really the moment when you want to die. So yeah. But again, the party continues. They're still trying to go for Ion over here. We have overall 3 kills to 1. Each team enough gems to turn in. A few more in the hands of the blue team. There were a few denied, obviously, to Team Hlopaka, as a few of their heroes have now died and lost gems. Talking about heroes dying, they're making another play for Medivh, and he nearly bit the dust again. That was a close call right there. So yeah. Miriale, talking about heroes getting killed, is also dropping rather low. Gul'dan doing lots of work. Gets to the fountain at least, but the pressure from the blue team is now massive. Portal against Diablo. They're trying to go for him again. Medivh gets attacked and focused, but Dibbles gets out. Madara eats some damage from Vala. 87 stacks now for her, as she just keeps dancing around, playing around Death Dealer as a level 4 talent. And with Hlopaka now getting closer and closer to his quest completion on the baseline, we also have them with the first set of Web Weavers. Now level 10 is super close for Team Daykwaza, so it seems like they will have heroic abilities for defense. And I'm honestly not so sure if their opponent is going to be able to get that. So this is really risky right now. If you push in with your Web Weavers and your opponent unleashes their heroics against you and gets a kill or two, with arrow leading into a shockwave from Hogger, for example, you're going to be in trouble. There's the arrow. Move for Vala. And she gets out, so a lot of abilities already burned. And let's not forget that Team Hlopaka is going to get their own heroics in just a moment's time. So they haven't done too much damage yet with those Web Weavers, but maybe they can, at least at the top lane, start to unleash some pressure. We got Polybomb for Medivh. He's at 33 stacks, getting closer and closer to completion. The Web Weavers get burned away. Mid lane, top lane, both defended. Diablo with another engage against Deckard Cain this time. And I'm keeping my eyes on Medivh, honestly. Nice damage here from Vala. Oh, nice! Miriale gets to connect, the kill. And they are trying for more. There's the quest completed again. The next reward for Vala. So she's currently sitting at 2 completion stacks. Talking stacks, 35 now for Medivh. 36, he's getting really close. This is the moment when you have to be mega careful. They take the wall down. Vala got the hits in. Daykwaza comes in from the side. There's the portal again. Apocalypse! And they kill Deckard. They go for Joe. And she's alive. And Hlopaka is low. They eat the arrow too. But they're all surviving. Shields out, stuns in. Hlopaka is completing his quest. Nice. Quest complete. Time to lead. That's the moment. Miriale wants another kill here. They're already blocked. He actually dies. He completes his quest and then dies. Completing the meme. 5 kills to 2. Yeah. Good old Hlopaka here. Quest complete. Time to feed. Yeah, nicely done. So, we have 5 kills to 2, 1 level lead for the blue team, and on top of that, we are now also checking them out with the push that they are executing, thanks to the Web Weavers that they just got for themselves. So, over here, we have now level 13 kicking in, which means they have Web Weavers, they have level 13, they got the advantage, and they're going to try and take one of the forts out quickly. With that, we also have the synergy with Fell Armor as the level 13 talent. And off we go. Push comes in. Vala again with a little bit of damage. She wants, of course, level 6. I mean, once we have level 16, the way that Miriala is playing this quite aggressively, she can do tons of damage later. Horrify came already out. Deckard Cain with his ult. Miriala dodge. Oh my god, the dodge against the shockwave and all the damage. Nicely done. Not only relying on Deckard Cain and Medivh, but also showing some serious juke abilities here. Vala with some plays. Medivh now setting up a few moves, but the fort in the mid lane is destroyed. The one at the bottom of the map has also fallen. And the one at the top is in serious danger on getting dropped as well. And it does. They're taking it out. 3 forts gone. Really well done. Yeah, Daykwaza and his boys, they have an opportunity, they take it, and they're absolutely crushing it here. Turn-in is now coming up at the top. They're hoping for a double. Hlopaka interrupts it, but is also very exposed right now and is all alone and dies. Not sure if that was really worth it. And now that they are losing Deckard Cain too, I think I'm pretty justified in saying this was probably not the play. So, yeah, that was rough. I mean, Medivh interrupting and then he's just like, nah, maybe I'm dead. And after that, Deckard Cain gets hit by the Apocalypse, and that's the end of him. So now they can chain the boss and the Web Weavers. Web Weavers are already coming down, and they're going for the boss quickly too. So this is where Daykwaza just puts on the screws with his team, trying to go for the double whammy at the top lane. Blaze is using the freedom that he has at the bottom of the map to take some waves down and push for the fort. 29 gems. I mean, they lost a few after they lost their heroes here, but this is still pretty rough. That top side keep is likely. Is it gonna fall? I mean, the one advantage that they still have is it's only 10 minutes in. Boss and Web Weavers are still rather weak, but it's such a big attack anyways. And they have Gul'dan behind this to burn the minions down. They have all the ults available. They should get the keep here, honestly. Unless they're losing a hero quickly. Let's not forget they're about to hit level 16 on top of that as well. So all the advantages are really in their corner now. And they can just take that keep down with ease. Too much damage. They haven't even needed to use any of the ults, but they could fire away, for example, with a quick arrow. Try to follow that up with an Apocalypse. Go for the wombo. The attacks are already happening. They go for Miriale. Here comes the arrow from Hanzo. The keep is gone. Diablo with the APOC. They're zoning them out. Blaze with the bunker. It's still going to be the end of Johanna. It's a bit delayed. Diablo dies, but he dies for a good cause. They lose 2 in the process. They lose 3. They lose 4. And they're going to lose the entire game now, very likely. The keep in the middle got destroyed by the Web Weavers. Down at the bottom of the map, they were able to defend it. But Vala gets destroyed too. That's a 5-man team wipe, and Team Daykwaza with a big victory here in game number 1 of the best of 3 series as they take down Team Hlopaka on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Great performance by the blue team. GG, well played as they lock in the W on Tomb.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Battlefield of Eternity, game number 2. So guys, Team Daykwaza is in the lead. Pretty good performance on the first map. I mean, they really crushed it on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Now we're heading into game number 2. They're going up against Team Hlopaka here, and of course, we're talking about a team that already completed bounties. Team Daykwaza. Most memorable, probably the Gazlo performance on, I believe it was Infernal Shrines. Now, the question, are they going to bust out another bounty attempt on Battlefield of Eternity now that they're in the lead in the best of 3 series? Well, I guess we'll find out. Urel gets banned. First one here for Team Hlopaka. Map choice obviously made by Team Daykwaza. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the process, in a best of 3 series, or best of 5 for that matter. Once that a map is lost, the team that loses has a decision to make. They need to decide whether they would like to have first pick, first ban, or whether they would prefer to have the map choice. And normally what happens is 90-95% of the teams decide in favor of first pick, first ban. So this is why Team Daykwaza now chose the map for the second one here. But okay, we get Genji banned out on Battlefield. Heroes that are still available that would be really good, of course, for damage against the Immortal. I mean, Hanzo is out, Vala is already out. You can go Greymane, for example. He would be fantastic here. Could play around with Sergeant Hammer if you wanted to. Li Ming is usually a staple when we're talking about that. And there is a chance that we're going... I actually think we're going to get both of them. I think now that Sylvanas is banned, Li Ming is going to be played. Greymane is highly likely. Would be a bit surprised if we don't see both of them, honestly. But again, maybe a team has some special strategy up their sleeves. Could always be the case, so let's have a look. For now, we're getting as our first pick a lot of hesitation here. I expected them to lock in that first pick like bam, like that, but nope. There's Mirrodin. Okay. Given the X budget, Gimli is now being chosen. I was gonna try and hop around and get a couple of Skullcrackers in, so always a good tank, of course. You can follow up the Stormbolts very easily. He has a lot of survivability. He can normally keep himself alive for a long time too. So the support is not going to be as much pressured as with other tanks sometimes. In the meantime, we get, as expected, Li Ming as a very early pick here already, together with the Nubarak even. So can quite quickly go for aggressive engages with the Nubarak, diving in, dishing out stuns, and then Li Ming comes in and just gets the damage connected. With that, Stukov would be nice as a follow-up, Malfurion would be an option. I mean, any kind of support that can really lock a target down is usually great for that. I'm still looking at what they could potentially play in regards to bounties, to tell you the truth here. Because Daykwaza has already signaled with this team that they're willing to do that. And I always expected that we will see more bounty attempts as we are progressing through the group stage. At the beginning, when everybody's still figuring out, okay, where do we stand in regards to power levels? Where are we in the leaderboards? It is always a much higher risk. There's a lot more uncertainty to it. But now I believe in the Daykwaza situation, they could really try it. But what would they then lock in? That's the next question. We have Greymane banned out, so we're unfortunately not seeing him being played. Chromie, after a quick Stormbolt from Mirrodin, can always come in with a burst damage here. And yeah, the final ban of game number 2. And maybe even a series. I mean, who knows? If Daykwaza's team is able to lock in another win, it's a 2-0 for them. And another match win for the leaderboard. Hlopaka is out. And by the way, once again, quick reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link in the description to the Discord channel. If you want to have any additional information around the tournament, we have win rates there. Any questions regarding the bounties or whatever it is, your best advice is just check that out. You can use web Discord, you don't have to download anything or whatever. But the best way to actually follow up on any of this, if you still have questions, is to just go into Discord. So yeah, links are in the description. If you haven't checked them out, you should definitely do that. Chen and Anduin, making it a little bit less likely that we're actually going to see a bounty. I'm honestly slightly disappointed. I'm not quite sure what the last pick could be that would still make sense for them, but we'll see. I kind of, when I saw Chen, I was thinking, hey, maybe they're going to go for the Chen Lili one. That would be a bit too much, I think, because, yeah, Lili as your only support. I mean, maybe they're using a double support here. Would be a bit too much, but I always like seeing Chen on battlefield. Artanis and ETC, triple frontline. Damn, they're going for it. Mirrodin, ETC, and Artanis now for Team Hlopaka. Okay, triple frontline action from the red team as they are hoping to force game number 3. That leaves us with Madara as the final pick. And what's the weapon of choice? It's Battlefield of Eternity. They got Li Ming for some reset potential and really nice burst damage. So it's a mage against mage battle between her and Chromie. But our final pick for the blue team is Deathwing. Deathwing is in the house, everybody. Game number 2, Battlefield of Eternity. Let's go. Game number 2, Team Daykwaza on the left with the lead in the series. We have Anduin played by Gamerboy, Madara on Deathwing, Ion on Nubarak. We got Drakia on Li Ming and Daykwaza on Chen. Over on the right side of the map, Team Hlopaka with Hlopaka himself playing Artanis. And, well, they have a triple frontline right now. So they got actually a very aggressive melee lineup that is going up against a team that decided on their last pick to match that with Deathwing. So a lot of hit point heavy melee heroes are now facing off against each other. We got Hirath on ETC, Parnax on Mirrodin, we get Brightwing played by Hunterhawk, and Miriale is playing Chromie. As we're heading straight into our second and maybe even last game in the series. So Team Hlopaka has to step it up if they want to make a move here. For Chen, we're getting on level 1, Eye of the Tiger. Why is Eye of the Tiger, by the way, a barrel as the icon? Is that just the name of the latest spirit that Chen has been ingesting? Is that a thing? Like, I'm a rum man myself, so when we're already talking about that, I'm heavily in favor of rum. Was at a restaurant the other day, and they had like some, oh god, what was it called? Like, some old-fashioned rum mix that they had there, and damn, it was so good. So I got myself like one, it's just amazing. I'm a total sucker for good rum. Any kind of rum drink is just amazing. Whiskey never really did anything big for me, to be absolutely honest with you. It always feels like it's totally wasted on me. There's like certain things that are really good, and I know that they're like rare, that they are like high quality, but I just can't taste the difference properly, so it always feels like it's wasted on me. I feel bad when I drink any of it, because I just can't appreciate it enough. But rum, that's definitely for me, 100%. So, with that, we have now currently on level 1, Protector of Ire. And he has 4 stacks on this one. I honestly expected, given the map, that we would go into the amateur opponent, but apparently not. Talking about ETC, he's looking on Guitar Hero here. And Artanis is doing what he does best. He's getting trashed. So already down, up at the top lane. The chorus is currently being quieted by the people in the background. The Artanis fans that are just getting fire. So yeah, not really a thing. So, as is, we're now having a little bit of a lead for Daykwaza already. They got the first kill. Now we're moving on to the bot lane, and the entire wall gets destroyed. So easily eliminated. And of course, up at the top, Deathwing is coming through. By the way, thank you, Madara. Thank you. Thank you. This is a player that has taste. A player that knows what kind of skins you do and do not choose, as they're trying to get a kill on ETC. But this is an actual Deathwing skin. Look at this. In all its majestic glory here, in all black, just sitting there. And this is death from above. You know, this is death incarnate right there. Deathwing, Ace coming in, taking heroes down. Not that oversized chicken turkey skin that some people are running around with. So Madara, from the bottom of my heart, big thank you. Chen down, Merlin down, as Deathwing, the destroyer of worlds, comes in and just crushes them. Yeah, doesn't end up in the KFC basket or anything and up on the dinner table. So now we have Trash Tannis taken down again. Quickly eliminated, and they aim for a triple kill, taking the entire front line down, or at least that's the goal here. But instead they're going for the Fruit Fly, so Trashwing is gone. And damn, that's an entire level lead. And a massive leg up for Team Daykwaza as they are opening up this game. Huge. Absolutely huge. Now, as they're going for ETC again, he slides away quickly. This is, by the way, one of the best talents in the entire game. I absolutely love Crowd Surfer. If you have a player that is good with Crowd Surfer, the amount of plays that you can make with it are just incredible. So, yeah, Crowd Surfer is probably one of the best things that Blizzards, in regards to talent ideas, ever put through. If they would have had more cool ideas like that, that would have been even better, but that gives the entire hero a completely different note. So, yeah, huge fan. Now, either way, Madara is already applying pressure to Chromie. Look, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have an actual dragon going up against this imposter. Against this thing, like whatever that is. Chromie, just absolutely delusional. She's a dragon. Yeah, my ass. Never ever is that a dragon. No self-respecting dragon would ever take that form. Did you see what happened when she went up against the real dragon? She was running as fast as her little tiny feet were allowing her to waddle away there. And for good reason. Deathwing comes in, kills Brightwing, kills Artanis, just wrecks everything in his path. And that is the power of a real dragon. Chromie gets killed. Honestly, she just died in awe of what a real dragon can do. Yeah, she's absolutely hallucinating. Like, Chromie is out of her mind. I'm a dragon. Bullshit. Calling it right there. No dragon would ever go for it. No. Deathwing, that's a real dragon. Alexstrasza, we can talk about it, alright? But Chromie, no. None of that. Chromie a dragon? Definitely not. She's dragon fodder. That's what they're trying to say. Dragon fodder. There's a difference. So, objective taken, big shield, 8 kills to 1. Daykwaza's team obviously just totally crushing it. ETC with a good slide though. Really nice slide. It put Chen for a moment into an awkward spot, but now it's ETC again that becomes the next target. And here comes Madara. Madara is just going for it. And Chromie is running and running and running. ETC is already gone. They're trying for Muradin next, and he gets stunned and killed. But at least a counter kill? No? Li Ming got out? What? Not too bad. 10 kills, 2-1. And the Immortal is still wreaking havoc at the top, has gone through the wall and is now aiming for the fort itself. And I just love how Miriala is getting pressure time and time again by Deathwing. Every single time the two of them appear in a team fight, Deathwing is just going to snack her up, and that's an issue. Anduin is down, but that's a loss that we can all accept and are happy with. If you sacrifice anything in your team composition, it should always be Anduin. He deserves it. At the bottom of the map, in the meantime, we still have Deathwing pushing a bit and getting more experience for the team as they're about to hit level 10. So, yep, there we go. And they go again for ETC. Brightwing came in, tried to help out. Fat Illidan is immediately on here as Daykwaza jumps in feet first, but they lose an Uberak. Now they're getting a little bit too cocky here. The Keck is up, and they're quickly pushing back out here. So, able to escape. It's one of the beautiful things when you're playing Chen on this map, that when you're good with Keck plays and positioning, you can do a lot. I talked about it in the past, I know, but Capybara playing Chen main tank on Battlefield of Eternity in the last Asian server tournament that we casted here on the channel. That was actually pretty sweet, because he just understood perfectly how to position, how to disengage from opponents with Barrel, and he opened up so many plays for his team that it was just a pleasure to watch. The red team is getting closer to level 10, so they're starting to catch this up a bit. We have 122 stacks now for our Artanis. Yeah, and Deathwing is at it again. And Chromie is already signaling help. Yeah, she definitely needs some help. Professional help is what I would suggest. She needs a psychologist that finally dispels that illusion that she's under. But there's the barrel, gets bullied around a bit by Chen, and, well, ETC slides away thanks to his level 4. Jumps back in with a stage dive. My man is having some fun here as they have their rogue abilities. And they want to chase them down, but Karnax gets destroyed mid-air. The fight isn't over yet, though. Chromie finally has a little bit of wiggle room from the back and is starting to attack. Goes for Madara, and Deathwing is dead. Deathwing goes down. They are trading ETC for Deathwing. Now they're going for the rest of the team. Now, just to clarify this real quickly, Deathwing would never have been killed by Chromie. The only reason he died here is he decided to do so for his teammates. He realized that Anduin, as the little crybaby that he is, would have fallen, and he tried to shield him. That is how much grace Deathwing has, and that's just the person that Deathwing wants to be, you know? He himself could have easily gotten out of that unscathed, but he decided to sacrifice himself for his teammates. That's what happened there. Just in case there's any kind of confusion of people that claim, you know, that Chromie actually killed Deathwing. No. That was a sacrifice. Just because he felt bad for Anduin. And we should all feel bad for Anduin. I mean, look at the guy. So, in regards to the damage output right now, we got 25,000 for the Chromester. Deathwing with 30,000 light bomb, and ETC jumps in. They couldn't go for Chromie right away, but now Anduin is getting murdered. Anduin gets killed, so he is gone. Brightwing got cocooned here real quickly, but I gotta hand it to Team Hlopaka. They are actually starting to bring this back. They are losing out on a few kills still, and on experience too, but they are doing a really good job finally getting a bit of momentum in this game. And they have also won the halftime show now. When it comes to top lane pressure, they still have a huge wave against them that might destroy the wall of the keep, but they are doing well on the Immortal and might be able to grab that. So the attack is coming. We go for Hlopaka again, and 24,000 for Artanis is not too shabby, considering the situation. Karnax low, yeah, he's not the only one. They're trying to escape again. Good damage against Anubarak at least, but the blue team is starting to stabilize a bit. The main issue is that Draka is super low with Li Ming right now, and is really having some trouble with this. Because, yeah, needs the hit point pull back so that he can engage properly with Calamity. Illusionist would help, of course, as well, and that's coming up as the next talent, which he could get in a moment. But, yeah, there's the slide, and Noob he's about to die. Ah, he's able to jump out. Nice. Sweet move. He had the cooldown still up. I thought he did not have the ability ready. But able to get away. And here, look at Chromie. Gets attacked over and over again by Daykwaza this time. But he also is able to just keck away Li Ming. Outplayed. I think she was hoping for the kill there, but if I saw that correctly, then Chen barreled them away from the calamity damage, so nobody died. That was a bit unfortunate. They're still trying for the kill, but it's now really Team Hlopaka that's absolutely dictating the pace of these fights. So they are doing great. Yeah, nicely done. This is a huge shield. They kind of turned this around. 14 kills to 6 when it comes to team fights. Yep, that's a different story. But that top side fort is likely going to fall. And what looked like a, I don't want to say sure win, but a dominant performance in the early stages of the game is now turning into a very close game between the two teams. So Team Hlopaka is starting to make the move. They want the top side fort, which they should get. Mirrodin is already attempting to flank in and go for Anduin. You always go for the weak link first. So of course they go for Blondie. There's the Stormbolt, and he's gone. Yep. Telegraphed. Get another kill. Nicely done. 14 kills to 8. Okay, so. I mean, a lot of it is explained by Hirath riding the money pick. Obviously the best mount in the game. Ah, the slide, Stormbolt, they're both missing. They missed all of the stuns, all of the CC just went into no one's land. Yeah, Li Ming is still alone at the top, so they're missing out on tons of damage down here at the bottom. And Nubara gets swapped. I think if they had Li Ming here, this would be such a different battle. They would definitely get at least one kill, but she's defending. Anduin isn't even here. This is basically a 3 versus 5 now, and Nubara is most likely going to pay the price. So yeah, Noob is gone. They're trying to go for the counter kill, but it's a bit too late. Yeah, they're down 5 versus 4. The experience gap has essentially been closed, and it's getting a bit dangerous here. Yeah, definitely getting a bit dangerous for specifically, obviously, the team in blue. That's what we're talking about. They are struggling, for sure. The last few fights have not gone their way. And Atanas is now also stacking up his damage a bit. He's at 250 stacks on his level 1, 36,000. Not insane. He has 32k, but hey. And what? Okay, he's stealing the camp, but I think he might die for it. No, he gets out? Daykwaza, you beast! Steals the camp away from them and just moves out of the fight. And now they're getting a kill on Trash Tannis, and they take ETC down as well. Handog is getting attacked. They want the kill, is able to escape for a moment, but the bottom fort falls and is gone. Check this out, check the barrel play out. So here he comes in, and then he's just like, yeah, that's mine. Thank you. See you later, boys. Bye-bye. And he retreats. Bye-bye. 16 kills to 9. And now we have a level advantage and a talent advantage again for Team Daykwaza. The Immortal is also spawning in a few more seconds, but by the time that it hits the ground, Team Hlopaka will be back with 5 on the map. Definitely a couple of really pretty sweet plays here from Daykwaza in particular. And they get the lead on the objective. So quick hits are incoming, but now with 16 they also have Mirror Ball. Blue team is ahead in talents, but not for long. Team Hlopaka is already trying to reclaim theirs. I guess the halftime show is something that they get for free, and then they have to play 16 versus 16. Surprising amount of damage still from the red team. But they can now simply move down to the bottom of the map. Get the final wave here. There's their talent. And maybe even invade the camp. Are they gonna go that far? Yeah, Anduin, they're already starting the position. Camp is about to be claimed. Yep, they want it. But can they get it for free? ETC is at the top. Not making a move for this, and now Li Ming can slowly start to get some combos out, which is exactly what we're seeing from her. Nubarak is sitting at the side too. Another combo is in. Chen is getting attacked a little bit here. Yeah, with the 16 versus 16 talents, let's see what the teams can now pull off, because that long side poke that we're getting from Daykwaza and Li Ming in particular is starting to really threaten the objective. Stormbolt is not connecting either, and hit after hit is coming in. Mirrodin is soaking some of it, but he can't soak it all. Chromie is now over on the right side, trying to do some damage here, but of course they're aware of that as well. Oh, Anduin, big save. Big save. Here comes the attack. Immediately the ult for Matanis is coming out as he goes for the suppression pulse. Miriala from behind now with damage. Chromie has abandoned the idea of going for the objective. They isolate ETC though and really want the kill here. Chasing him down as Hirath waits for his cooldowns again, but he is likely gonna fall here. He should not be able to survive this. They're chasing him hard, and that is going to be the end. Madara is gonna kill him together with Ion here. The two take him down, and now the objective is just fair game. They reduce the shield to 50% at least, but at the end of the day, it is still Team Daykwaza that walks away with another Immortal. Job well done by them. So far so good. And here comes the move towards the top lane once more as they are hoping to take on the top side keep. And a level ahead. One level of elite. They get level 20 at some point here and maintain the same level gap, then it would allow them to apply more and more pressure as this all continues. Still a bit too far away from that to be of a concern right now, but with ETC gone, this is a 5 versus 4. Again, Parnax sitting at the side here, hoping to go for Anduin, I suppose. And they're already aware of him. ETC jumps in. Damn, they really want Anduin. He should be, honestly, I mean, at this point, he should be pretty happy. At least somebody wants him. And Nuburak goes down. He gets killed first. And that is a 5 versus 4. That Immortal is still attacking the keep on the other hand. So while they're fighting here, the Immortal is taking the structure out. And might, yeah, takes down the keep. That keep's gone. Keep is gone, even with them losing an Uburak, they are at least able to take this one down. So, there we go. At this point, I have the feeling that I need to explain once again why I love Anduin so much. So, I was basically psychologically tortured, and it happened in China. So, people say like Chinese waterboarding or something is really a problem, but believe me, there's worse things than that. So around the time when the Anduin trailer with the World of Warcraft trailer with Sylvanas came out, Sylvanas just like yelling for the Horde, and then Anduin comes in, it's like, for the Alliance! Around that time we had a tournament in China that lasted 2 weeks. We cast it every day. And every day that we cast it, we had to watch that trailer at least 5 to 10 times. It was insane. So I had to listen to Babyface whining over and over again, for the Alliance! I want my money! For 14 days! If after that you don't hate Anduin with a passion, then I can't help you. You just were confirmed as a Gamma, not even a Beta, but as a Gamma. Like, yeah, so that's basically where that comes from. With them also taking ETC down here, maybe now a moment where they can push this through. The hero actually is pretty cool, but the character, boy. No. Oh, the save! Yeah, the pullout king once again doing his work as he pulls the targets out, but the chase is on. Even with only 4 heroes being alive, they're starting to make a move here. Parnax wants another Stormbolt, but he doesn't get it. Instead, Dracula low, but can TP away. Level 20 talents are ready, and yeah, that's the big advantage, and of course the situation that Team Hlopaka wanted to avoid. If you want a reason why they chased this hard with 4 heroes, it's that level 20 talent that they wanted to avoid. So yeah, there we go. Now the move is coming towards the next objective, and this might even be the last one. The blue team, or the red team, is now forced into a fight with the blue team. This is absolutely perfect. We now have 91,000 damage from Chromie, 76,000 damage from Deathwing, the 2 top damage dealers on each team. Half a level until 20 as ETC is coming in again. Pressure by Deathwing in the back. He goes for Chromie, nearly takes her down. She had to even get some assistance in order to survive through all of this. Taps the fountain though, as she starts to barrel the damage out once again. Cocoon is out. Trying to go for Muradin, trying to catch him here. Can't quite do it. Deathwing with a big damage, but Madara gets killed by Artanis. Artanis gets the kill. They want to go for follow-up. Chromie is dead, but so is Liming. Can't capitalize on the reset quickly enough. And now it's a 4 versus 3, and they want more. They want Anduin, Gamer Boy, holding the light bomb maybe a bit too long here. Is able to escape though, because Nuburak gets saved. What? If they both escape, that would be incredible. But yeah, there's the swap. Chen, does he have the barrel? No, he doesn't. So there's the kills. Bit of a pressure play with catapults over here, but they're not going to touch the core yet. As they go for Anduin, and after he got saved earlier, he still is going to fall now. Anduin gets absolutely crushed, and that's the chance for Team Hlopaka to come back. Damn! We're getting some games here, don't we? Some serious action coming up between the teams right now. So, yeah, color me intrigued. Who is going to take the big W here? Who's going to make the big plays? I mean, right now, it starts to get real interesting on this, because this is going to be an immortal for the red team, and we might see another 3-mapper here today. 388 stacks for Atanas now, gives him 68,000 damage. Chromie has already transferred over into the into the 6 digits. So we have about 100,000 damage, but the immortal is obviously going to get claimed. So it's going to be a 5-man defense that they're going for. That's going to be the next one. Going for the camp here might be a little bit too greedy too. They think that they can do it. Anduin is going to be back in a moment. I'm not sure if the red team is really going to be willing to fight for this. Maybe they are, who knows. But, yep, they're still trying. Here comes the barrel. Jump on Li Ming, and she's insta-dead. Insta-dead. No chance for Li Ming. Now they go for Nubarak, and he gets barely saved by Anduin. Daykwaza doesn't have the barrel either. So he needs to jump out, gets the light bomb, good connect, but they don't have the damage dealer anymore. And Chen is still alive. Chromie got cocooned. I mean, they're doing their best here. Oh, can they get a kill? Yeah, they can. They kill Brightwing. That might just save them the game. Muradin survives, but they lost their healer. The healer is now lost. As long as Madara survives here and doesn't die immediately, they should still be fine here. And they can't take Deathwing down that easily. So without Brightwing, I think the most that happens here is that the keep falls, but more is unlikely because there's just not enough sustain for them. Chromie can still attack. It's 15 seconds until Li Ming is back to business. But yeah, the keep likely gonna fall, but I don't think they can go for core. Well, maybe they can. Maybe they can pull it off. Li Ming back in 4. They get the damage done, but keep in mind, Atanas is low, and he's dead. Atanas is dead, the rest of the team is already starting to move away. Now they should really focus on the Immortal, if you ask me. But the Light Bomb, and they take the fake dragon out. Chromie is dead, ETC is about to die. They still need to take down that Immortal though, because this is a lot of damage. That Immortal can still win the game, so somebody has to do at least some damage. Guys, 54%, can somebody please turn around and do something here? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? 6, 5%, 4%. What the hell? I get crossing the map and trying to end the game right now, but you do know that you need your own core, right? Jesus! How close do you want to call it? That is bonkers. They are going to win the game here, but oh my god, they nearly lost it to the Immortal. Guys, a little bit less risky, please. Team Daykwaza with a 2-0 victory against Team Hlopaka. But what a finish here on Battlefield of Eternity. GG.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.